In the age that we live in, the environment and Mother Earth is on the forefront of everyone's mind. We tend to live more ethically, recycling our waste, going electric and trying to lessen our footprint by staycationing. So when a company claims to be ethically compliant, can we really be sure that they are doing all they can? Are we all on this green journey together, or is there some greenwashing involved? In today's video, we will be taking a look at what is greenwashing and the link between greenwashing and fraud. Hello and welcome to another KYC Lookup video where we bring you AML related content to help you enhance your knowledge in the fight against money laundering. Before diving into today's video, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. Oh, and don't forget to leave us a comment with any suggested topics you would like us to cover in the future. So, on to today's video. What is greenwashing? Greenwashing is a term used to describe the practice of companies making false or misleading claims about the environmental benefits of their products or services. This can take the form of exaggerating the environmental benefits of a product, making false claims about the sustainability of a product, or using vague or misleading language to describe the environmental impact of a product. Why do organisations greenwash? There are many reasons why a company or organisation would use greenwashing. Here are some of them. Market advantage. Companies use greenwashing as a way to gain a competitive advantage over their competitors by presenting themselves as environmentally responsible. Consumer demands. The trend of consumers being environmentally conscious and looking for eco-friendly products has increased, leading organisations to greenwash in order to appeal to these customers. Cost reduction. Greenwashing allows companies to reduce costs associated with environmental protection and sustainability without having to invest in actual environmental practices. Avoid legal penalties. Companies may greenwash in order to avoid legal penalties and fines for environmental violations. Public relations. Companies may greenwash to improve their public image and reputation, which can lead to increased brand recognition and customer loyalty. And lack of environmental regulations. In some countries, there may be a lack of environmental regulations and standards, allowing companies to make false claims about their environmental impact without consequence. Ways organisations greenwash. Just as was mentioned in why organisations greenwash, there are many ways in which an organisation would greenwash. Here are some of them. Using vague or undefined terms such as natural or eco-friendly without providing any evidence to support the claim. Making claims that are only partially true or exaggerating the environmental benefits of a product or service. Using images of nature or the earth in advertising without any real connection to the product or service being sold. Creating a green product line while still producing products that have a negative impact on the environment. Using certifications or labels that are not independently verified or are not recognised by credible organisations. Focusing on one small aspect of a product that is environmentally friendly, while ignoring other aspects that are not. And comparing a product to an unrealistic standard, making it appear more environmentally friendly than it is. The connection between greenwashing and fraud. Greenwashing is a marketing tactic used by companies to present themselves as environmentally friendly, while their practices and products may not actually be environmentally responsible. On the other hand, fraud is an intentional deception made for personal and financial gain. The connection between these two lies in the potential for companies to engage in greenwashing as a form of fraud. When companies engage in greenwashing, they often make false or misleading claims about their products and practices in order to appeal to the consumers who are increasingly conscious of environmental issues. These false claims can include anything from exaggerating the environmental benefits of a product to outright lying about the product's environmental impact. This can result in consumers being misled and paying more for the products that are not actually as environmentally friendly as they were marketed to be. The potential for greenwashing to be a form of fraud is further increased by the lack of regulation and oversight in the environmental claims made by companies. There are few standards in place to define what constitutes an environmentally friendly product or practice, and even fewer mechanisms in place to ensure that companies are accurately representing their products and practices. Consumers are not the only ones who can be impacted by greenwashing and fraud. Companies that engage in these deceptive practices can also harm the environment by perpetuating unsustainable practices and misdirecting resources away from truly environmentally responsible initiatives. An organisation caught greenwashing. Volkswagen is one of the largest and most recognised automobile companies in the world. However, the company came under fire for its greenwashing practices. Volkswagen was accused of making false claims about the emissions levels of its diesel vehicles, leading to a widespread scandal that had far-reaching consequences. The scandal began in 2015, when the US Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, discovered that Volkswagen had installed software in its diesel vehicles that cheated emissions tests. The software allowed the vehicles to emit up to 40 times the allowed levels of nitrogen oxide when driving on the road, compared to the levels produced during laboratory emissions testings. Volkswagen was quick to respond to the allegations, stating that the issue was a technical glitch and that it had committed to resolving the issue as quickly as possible. However, the situation quickly spiralled out of control, and it became clear that the company had been greenwashing for years. Volkswagen had been promoting its diesel vehicles as clean diesel and green for years, leading consumers to believe that the cars were more environmentally friendly than traditional gasoline vehicles. However, the company's false claims about the emissions levels of its vehicles have resulted in significant harm to the environment. The high levels of nitrogen oxide produced by the vehicles have contributed to air pollution and respiratory problems in many cities across the world. The fallout from the Volkswagen greenwashing scandal has been significant. The company was fined billions of dollars, and its reputation has taken a major hit. In addition, the scandal has had a negative impact on the entire automotive industry, as consumers are now more sceptical of claims made by companies about the environmental benefits of their products. In conclusion, Volkswagen's greenwashing scandal serves as a cautionary tale for companies looking to make false claims about the environmental benefits of their products. Consumers are becoming increasingly aware of the impact of their purchases have on the environment, and companies that engage in greenwashing will likely face significant consequences in the future. So, to finish, greenwashing and fraud are closely connected, as companies can engage in greenwashing as a form of fraud, misleading consumers and potentially harming the environment. To address this issue, consumers must be vigilant in their purchasing decisions and demand greater transparency and accountability from companies. Governments and industry organisations must also work to establish clear standards for environmental claims and enforce these standards through effective regulation and oversight. Well, there you have it. what is greenwashing, and the link between greenwashing and fraud. Please tell us in the comments section if you think there is a greater link between greenwashing and fraud, and if governments could do more to tackle this problem. We have now launched our very own courses for you to take a more in-depth look at a variety of subjects, such as Introduction to AML, Beneficial Ownership, and Customer Risk Rating, for example. So make sure you visit our website for further details, and let us help you connect the dots in KYC. Thank you for watching the video, and if you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe to watch more amazing videos.